Now you might be wondering, how did I get here? Well, you see, it all started back in House Denise. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons Online, the B-side. Today I want to get started on investigating this strange island that appeared in the harbor, but I can't help but notice that I missed out on the Feywild by doing some of these other quests. So I might either have to make another team to investigate the Feywild, or just catch it on the next loop, probably. So with that said, before I go out there, I want to set my enhancements. So what are we doing here? Mostly just damaging with Eldritch Blast so far, from what I can tell. Yeah, let's get more packed dice. I don't really care about Stanch, but it does let us get these other things later. Yeah. Oh wait, I lost the Smoldering Cudgel.
One of the burning logs would make a good club.
Okay, this thing. The Smoldering Cudgel. You can find it here in this quest. Ghost of a Chance. And you can take it with you. I want to put it on my hotbar. There looks like a good spot. So this thing is special. It has Fire Touch, it has Command, and it gives you a little bonus to perform. Reduces your spot skill while you're holding it. And also, it's the only weapon I can think of that you can take out of this quest, out of any quest, that still drops when you get knocked out, when you die. So even if it's not even bound to character, I don't think. No. So if I die while holding this in my backpack, in my hand, anything, it just drops to the ground. So a fun little challenge, I think, will be to see if I can continue to hold this as we go through the game. If you see it disappear from my hotbars, you'll know I probably died at some point.
No, when did that happen? Man, alright. Dang. Rest in peace, Smoldering Cudgel. Someone is really trying to get me to join their guild. I just saw it appear in chat here twice. Oh. So, I guess we're skipping Feywild. I'm going straight to Isle of Dread. Because right now I can only unlock quests at level. I can't do harder elite. So, if you were doing them on elite, yeah, I would go to Feywild now, because they're level 5, they'll bump it up to level 7. But, yeah, I'll meet you over at the harbor. Alright, up here at the docks, again on the north side. Just behind the congregation of trainers is our ticket to the Isle of Dread. If you have the pack, go up here and talk to Wolf Soulfork. How much does this cost? I did not look this up. Alright, so this expansion, it is an expansion, will cost 3,995 DDO points. A very chonky amount. Now these expansions, they come out periodically on the website. You can buy them there first for real cash. And they come with perks, depending on what tier you buy. And then they roll out into the DDO store later. For DDO points. So it's the equivalent amount that it would cost. So to get this started, we'll talk to Wolf Sulfurk. He wants us to go meet Foxpaw. And if you're watching the A side, we actually did the prelude to that last episode. So, it'll be a bit awkward because I don't think he's met Svelte, but technically he did. But whatever. The logistics of canon here are kind of confusing. Someone really want me to join their guild. Alright. My hireling. Yeah, let's get him. Alright, so this is the actual entrance of the quest. You want to summon your hirelings here.
Foxpaw stands on the black sand beach, surrounded by wreckage. He doesn't seem to know where he is, or how he got there.
Before we talk to him, there's a little note over here. That's a lot of words. If you want to play the quest, just, read it on your own time. Or pause the video. Oof. The hidden god travels to your door, following the isle's shifting source. He gathers secrets grown from blood, a crop he'll reap as well as sow. Yeah. Alright, how did we get here?
Foxpaw doesn't remember how you ended up on this distant shore. So you tell him the story. A tale of pirates, a shipwreck, and an angry god. It all started back in Storm Reach.
Yeah, there's that chest back there I can't loot. Darn it. Alright. And if you're wondering why, this is the same...
Foxpaw had sent a message summoning you to the harbor. Before you could find him, you were accosted by a mysterious stranger.
This is the same section of map that was used for the previous quest. Hidden world, tucked away for so long. Are you shopping here? Codex pages. Oh dear.
The stranger vanished as suddenly as he appeared. Then, Foxpaw hailed you from the water's edge. He wanted to discuss the strange teleporting island.
We can see the island off in the distance there. Pirates. Yep. Alright.
Foxpaw said he wanted to show you some experiment related to the conch of secrets. He had mounted the magical artifact onto an arcane device he had built.
Oh, I talked to him twice. Try to amplify the conch.
Foxpaw had amplified the artifact's magical signature,
I'm
creating
gonna put a
bait
web
to
right
draw the
here.
pirates to you.
I might have to
Was this a bold
replace the web.
strategy or reckless insanity? You were about to find
Back
out.
around.
A pirate made her way up from the docks. Aye, we're back. And this time you won't escape. Surrender now, and my shipmates won't have to break any of your bones. Then the mysterious
hi.
stranger shimmered into view again. The pirates instantly fell to their knees, and a strange feeling washed over you.
You dare ask me to fix your bungling? You dare fuck the name?
The mysterious stranger transformed, taking on a new and terrifying shape. Yet for some reason, you found yourself unable to attack.
Gatekeeper. Pick that up.
As if in a trance, Foxpaw obediently retrieved the conch of secrets.
But Gran, you will be punished for your failure. But for now, that must wait. Let us finish the business at hand. Drow, give the artifact to this half-orc thrall. Take these fools to the ship, then prepare to set sail back to the island. Quickly, worms! This world's defenses are yet untested. I will personally deal with these interlopers. An examination is made.
The effects of the god's magical domination wore off hours later. You awoke, imprisoned inside the brig of the pirate ship.
Alright.
The effects of the god's magical domination wore off hours later. You awoke, imprisoned inside the brig of the pirate ship.
Alright, buff. I want to buff him as much as I can because he's going to try and help us out. Oh. I don't think I could. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, I can't buff Foxpaw. Oh well. Is there a note in here? No. Alright, this door's locked. Really starting to wish I'd taken the knock spell. Yep. Look at a map here. There's a chart titled Isle of Dread. It's more of a list of magical incantations than a map. Teleporting through the Isle of Water, possibly?
The chart was labeled
Oh,
the
he
Isle
says
of
it.
Dread, though it was less of a chart and more of a list of magical incantations. Notes in the margin described the island teleporting, and there were multiple references to the elemental plane of water.
Hi. Thank you. Oh, he didn't just grab that one. Okay. Regna directs the Hidden Hand to offer all and any necessary aid to the pirates from the Isle of Dread, help them obtain the Conch secrets, capture troublesome adventurers, planar eyes. Okay, so this is part of the eyes quest bundle or story arc. Which is a bit confusing, because DDO is such a big game now that we have multiple storylines overlapping each other. And if you've got access to all these pay-to-play quests like this, you're probably not going to experience all of them in one run, just because you get so much experience that you're already moving on by the time you're done with one story arc. So you got to go through it with multiple lives, essentially. Or do one of them in the heroic part and the other one in epics.
A muffled voice called up from up above. All hands on deck! The signal's up, and the island is teleporting. Hold on!
Alright, let's clear the floor here. I think I missed a note.
And we're on the other side. Scan the waters. We need to steer clear of the local wildlife. Oh, sink me. How
I
did those bilge rats
definitely
get out of
missed a
the cage?
note.
Vecna's form reappears, towering over you.
There's a note here. Where did I miss the other note? Pulse.
This ship along with it. Know this. You are trapped on this plane by my will. I control the only way off of the Isle of Dread. I will attend to you in due time. For now, make your way on the Isle of Dread. If you can.
The crewless ship was now adrift. There was a sudden thud, then a rending crack. A gigantic creature reared out of the depths, shattering the wooden ship. You were forced to swim for your life. Fortunately, the ship had sunk near that strange teleporting island. You soon found yourself near shore.
I know what I did wrong. Okay.
Foxpaw had amplified the artifact's magical signature, creating bait to draw the pirates to you. Was this a bold strategy or reckless insanity? You were about to find out. A pirate made her way up from the docks.
Found it.
Aye, we're back. And this time you won't escape.
Alright. And this time I go down here.
The half-orc fell in battle. At least now, she no longer had to fear the vengeance of the god Vecna.
Conch of Secrets. Floating rune arm. Oh man.
You were forced to swim for your life. Fortunately, the ship had sunk near that strange teleporting island. You soon found yourself near shore.
Ripple.
An odd thing to find, alright. Glittering dust. And that's how we got here.
And so we found ourselves held captive by the god Vecna, shipwrecked on the mysterious Isle of Dread.
Now, if you do swim to the shore, that note is still over here if you missed it the first time. Alright. Now I get to head out to the island proper. Now you might be wondering, how did I get here? Well, you see, it all started back in House Denise. Alright, that was a fun joke. Alright, let's see. How did I get here? T. Oh, hi. Alright, so now we get to have something that was very popular back in the 90s. Possibly early 2000s. And that is dinosaurs. Interesting that they all pound their tails before they do anything. Usually like a round of action before you actually engage them. Will these pound their tails too? Nope. They just look at you. Alright. I think I saw a settlement this way, so let's head over that way. I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. I accidentally turned the volume down. Oops. Alright, welcome to, how do you pronounce this? Village of Tanaroa? Just the way that's spelled kind of reminds me of the old Bionicle games. Anyway, as you can see, that section of island is like cut off from the rest of it. It's more like two islands, but I digress. But yeah, we've just been hit by the truck. You could say we've jumped a shark, metaphorically. Head over here. We've got our bank right here. Up here's the pub. And your mailbox, if you ever get any mail. It's just a stack of scrolls right here. Somewhere around here, though, is our quest giver, Foxpaw. He's always just down here by these huts. Ow. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, so now we begin the quest of trying to find a way off the island. And we're going to be doing that by helping with people with their problems, because what else are we going to do? Oh, there's 2 different quest rewards. What? How did I get 2? Weird. Anyway. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. As with most of these quest chains, I'm going to try and run them in story order if at all possible, which means I'm going to come over here and talk to these characters with the chalices and see if I can just run them in order. I don't know which group is first, though. I imagine this runs in parts. So... Newcomer, welcome to our... Okay, so this guy must be the first one. So I'll probably start with him, then go to that one, and then if there's any left over, do them last. Because I don't know which ones are left over. Alright, that'll do it for me. I want to go rest at the bar. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.
You recognize the beach where you first came ashore on the Isle of Dread. You clearly won't be taking that ship back to Eberron.